It's another beautiful day. Welcome back to my channel. This is your girl, Wanga Lady Official. I'm a Kenyan living and working in Saudi Arabia. 2 years of experience. I'm on my third year. Today, we are talking about something very, very simple. I want to talk to some of my fellow housemates who are in Saudi Arabia, since I'm also a housemate and I have survived. I have survived until I finished my 2 years contract, which is not easy. We know very well that some of us, they always give up at even in 3 or 4 months, 1 year. We say glory to God. So today I want to explain, to give you some tips on how to survive in Saudi Arabia, or on how to survive with your bosses. And you know, we have different kind of bosses. We have those some who are polite. We have those arrogant. So what I'm going to tell you, I'm very sure it's going to help you. But anyone who is watching me here, or anyone who is willing to come to Saudi Arabia and is wondering how am I going to survive, the tips are here. How to survive in Saudi Arabia as a housemate. Point number 1, prayers. You're supposed to learn to thank God every day, in every situation, in whatever what you're going through. Learn to thank God. And then the next thing, when you pray, always ask God for the grace and the favor. You know, without favor, you can't make it. You can be a very good person, but you don't have favor. But once you have favor, you will be accepted anywhere. So once you have favor and you step your feet in case A, just know that you're going to make it. So don't forget to pray. Either you are planning to come or you are already in the country, learn to pray every day, every time, every hour. You can't get tired of praying, right? On the point number 2, I can tell you, you must be very tough. You as a housemaid, you will try to observe the type of bosses that you're working for like, let me just say 1 month. You know, people can't hide their manners for more than 2-3 months. You just try to see what kind of bosses you're working for, especially to those people who are working for the arrogant bosses. Please just try so hard, never show them your tears. Don't cry when you see them. You know, sometimes it's very hard, but you can just decide to go to the toilet, lock yourself there and cry and come out. Because when you are not tough, you're trying to show them your weakness. Why are you crying? You're crying and showing them your tears. That's what I can't advise any girl to do that. Right? I hope we are together on that. You're going to be tough according to the type of boss you're working for. And on the point number 3, you as a housemate, learn to follow the contract rules. You have your own contract there in your hands, a copy, and also your boss has a copy, and also your office and your agent of the country that you're coming from, they have a copy. So don't do something that is not inside your contract. If your contract is written very well, you're going to work for 5 people, and in a big or a small house, when you go there, that is the work that you're going to do. Don't allow these people to carry you so that you can go work for their sisters, or you're going to work for their cousins or their mother. No. When they tell you something like that, go to your bag, remove your contract form and show them. You're only supposed to work in one house. One house is equal to that salary that both of you signed. But when they tell you you go to work in another house, if they pay you and you're willing, you can go. But working without payment, just say no to that. Another thing that I wanted to inform you, avoid working while you're hungry. That is where some of us will always mess, because when you wake up, you can work. You don't care if you have eaten or not. In some, not all of them. But when you're hungry, some people, they can cook all the food. They can cook food and serve all the food. They will leave you with nothing. But some of them, they will leave you food. They will leave food for you. So this is what you're supposed to do in case you find such a boss. Wake up, cook your own food, then start working. Anytime you feel angry, make sure you are preparing something. Sit down and eat. Don't eat while hiding. When they bring food, some of you, they'll give you yours and they'll take their food, which is in some bosses and not all of them. And the other thing is you need to be asking your salary on time. Because some of them, they always pretend like it's now your end month, they don't want to pay you. They'll be like, oh my god, I've forgotten. And if you have such kind of a boss, let me tell you the truth, when you know that you're supposed to be paid tomorrow, remind him or her or on their account number, or those who are being paid on STC. We have different forms. If you're being paid on bank, remind. Unless if it's a weekend, because here on Friday, on Saturday, the banks are closed. But during the weekdays, they need to pay you on time. We have some good bosses. You'll never ask them for the salary like my boss. You'll never ask him for the salary. My boss will pay your salary on time. But those one who are waiting to be reminded, make sure you don't fail to remind them. The other thing, you need to learn to control your anger. When I talk of that, I know I'm one of them. I know I am one of them. Controlling my anger sometimes is hard. I can find myself that I'm very angry, even I can break a glass. So it is good to learn to control our anger, yes, because no one is perfect. Misunderstanding is always there. It's always there. Every week, every month, it is always there. Just learn to control. Just telling you guys that we need each other. They need us and we need them more. And another thing, according to the type of the boss that you're working for, I can tell you to avoid being friends with them. Yeah, but it depends with the kind of the boss that you're having. Because here with friendship, oh, I'm telling you, you can regret. These people, they can't be your friends. Just avoid. Oh, we love you, you are our family, we can be friends. No, all of you are following the rules. You people, you know your rights, they know their rights. There is nothing like friendship there. Yeah, though we are in good term, but friendship is a no for me. I can't lie to you. We only laugh when it's time to laugh, and I'm serious when it means business. When it means business, I don't laugh anymore. Another thing, which is the most important thing, be open. When if you are tired, say, please, I am tired. Please, I am sick. Please, I need to get some rest. It is good to be open. Please, I am hungry. I need to eat. And then another thing, we're not supposed to fear. Be a fearless person. Every time you're afraid, really? How can you be afraid and you are supposed to work there for the next 2 or 3 years, or even 4 years, or even 5 years? You know, we have our own problems. You know very well that you want to work there for how many years. You yourself, you know that. So you are not supposed to be fear. Of course, the first months you can be afraid, according to the stories that are in Saudi Arabia. But after some few months, stop being afraid. Make sure you are doing your work very well. That is something that is bringing food on the table. That is something that is paying all your bills. Love that work. Make sure you are doing everything with a lot of love. You know, even if they hate you, but your work is good, they will just start to love you. This one is very important. Do not steal. Do not steal. Me, especially if your boss is denying you food, I can advise you only to steal food. Food only. Make sure you are stealing food, and because you will eat. If you steal food, you will eat. But avoid taking their jewelries, their money, because the consequences are very harsh. Don't even dare. So as for me, I've come to the end of the tips that I wanted to give you. And that's how I'm surviving. What I'm telling you is what I'm doing. So don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, don't forget to leave a comment. We will meet again on the next vlog.